Hi everyone, I'm Nicole Adeline and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yesterday I took my 8th injection of Mounjaro. Next week I'm going to be filming my 2-month update. Like, that's just wild to me. Like, I've already done 2 months on this and I'm still seeing results and the numbers are still going the correct way and it's still working. This is the most successful weight loss journey I've ever done in my life, and I'm so happy I started it. So happy I started it, because the side effects, the negative side effects, just don't have anything on the positives for me, especially because thankfully I haven't actually felt or experienced a lot of the side effects yet. Let's get into my week 7 results. So I took my 8th shot yesterday on the Sunday, as I always do. My injection day is Sunday. It is now Monday. My results for week 7 are the following. My weight is 77.6 kg, which is 171 pounds or 12 stone 1 pound. So this week I've lost half a kg, which is 1 pound, and it brings my total weight loss to 4.9 kg, which is 10 pounds and 8 ounces. I'm almost at the 11 stone mark. I've not been 11 stone since I was like a tween. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not been that weight since I was a tween. But yeah, this is crazy. I'm really happy with these results. Some measurements for like my torso, they've essentially stayed the same. I've lost 0.1 centimetre off my waist and my belly. I have already eaten today. My weight is the kind of weight tracking I did in the morning, but I have eaten and I measured myself. My tummy might be a bit bloated, so we'll see if that changes, if I have like a bit more of a drastic drop in my measurements next week for my 2-month update. But overall, I'm happy with those results. My goal for last week was to really work on my protein intake and just like my overall intake of food, because I had not done very well with my protein intake essentially, and just nourishing my body last week. Thankfully it did improve. My average protein intake this week was 124 grams, which is like 15 to 20 grams more than my average last week. Fantastic. Happy with that. My average carbs was 146 grams, which is also an increase, but that's fine. I'm still losing weight. I'm not worried about. My fibre intake is still 8 grams, so like the same as last week, and I think that is kind of like my overall average, and I don't have any like negative side effects from having that much fibre, so I'm not really gonna stress myself out over that number. Like, everything's still working as it should, so I'm not too fussed about that. So my average calorie intake for this week was 1603. 160 more than last week's average, which is about what I'm having extra as protein. So yeah, it's like an extra 20 to 30 grams of protein, which tracks with the increase in protein that I've been having this week. I'm happy with those numbers. I'm absolutely fine with those numbers. My numbers for my body ratio are going down. Everything's matching up. So a bit TMI on this, but this was the first week that I've had my period. I think I said in my starting video for my weight loss journey that I'm on the implant. So I have the implant in my arm and it causes me to not have regular periods, which has been that way since I started on the implant years ago. I only get a period every handful of months, or if I'm really stressed or something happens in my life, and this is the first period I've got on my Mounjaro journey. Thankfully, I didn't get any crazy domino effects from being on my period. Like, I didn't feel any more cravings. I did get like a few sweet tooth cravings. I'm not normally a sweet tooth. I don't really have anything in the house that's sweet. I more so have like savoury things. I don't even have savoury things, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't crave them anymore either. But I didn't really have anything in the house that was sweet. I maybe have that not even every day on my period. It was just every once in a while I'd want something sweet, but it didn't impact my calorie intake. Didn't screw with any of my results. You can have a period, you can let yourself have a few cravings. It's not the end of the world. Your body needs it. Your body, like, especially when you're a female, your body is working so hard every single month just to survive and function properly. Like, don't add extra stress to it, especially when you're on your period. Just let it be. Indulge yourself every once in a while. The only thing that was a bit different from every other week is I felt the injection. This is the first time I've ever felt any sort of twinge, scrape, anything like that. I don't feel the injections normally at all, but this week I injected it into my tummy. So the really fleshy part, I probably shouldn't have because I was on my period. So like that area of your body is generally just sensitive. I probably should have just done it at my thigh or something like that. But I did it at my tummy, and it wasn't like painful as in like ow, but I was like, oh, I felt that. I don't know if I feel this. What's going on? It didn't hurt afterwards. It didn't bruise. It wasn't sensitive. It wasn't irritated. That's the first time I felt the injection. If you do normally feel pain from the injection, maybe heads up if you're on your period. Maybe do it away from your tummy if you normally do it in your tummy. Maybe try your inner thigh or the fleshy part of your arm. One thing that I've seen that some people do, I don't know if they mean to do this, but when they inject either on their leg or their arm, they inject into their muscle. Try your hardest not to do that because it'll hurt more. Injecting into a muscle hurts more than injecting into like a fleshy part of your body. Because your muscles work, which means it also burns through the medication quicker because it works harder than the fleshy, fatty parts of your body. And it just hurts more. Don't cause yourself extra pain. Do it on like the fleshy inside of your thigh or your fleshy underarm, like your bingo wing. Do it there and it will go better. And apparently people who inject into muscle experience tougher side effects. So they get like the indigestion, they get the headache, they get maybe the sulfur burps. I haven't experienced any of those things, thank goodness. And I always inject into my fleshy part. So just a PSA, if you're not aware of that, please don't inject into your muscle. It's not worth the hassle. Pain. Yeah, and hopefully if you were injecting into your muscle and you inject into your fleshy part, let me know if it does improve or if my thought process / what I've read elsewhere is not sound. First week on my period with Mounjaro, didn't notice anything else. I didn't get any more headaches. My insomnia actually improved a little bit this week because I guess my body was just a bit more tired. Sleeping improved just a little bit more. I was also in my reading week at university, which means I didn't have to go to campus. I didn't have any classes. I did go to campus a few times because I did meet up with a few friends and I did want to get some work done, but I wasn't waking up to a schedule. I didn't have to be on campus for a given time block, so I was just able to sleep. I don't think I fell asleep necessarily earlier than I would have, but once I was asleep, I'm asleep, and I wasn't forcing myself to wake up early. I guess I didn't fix my sleep pattern or help with the insomnia. It's just I didn't force myself to wake up earlier. So we'll see how this week goes on with the insomnia now that I'm back at university this week. One thing I did do this weekend, Edinburgh Cocktail Week. So there's a drinking festival that goes on for 2 weeks in Edinburgh City Centre, and like over 100 bars and clubs and restaurants join in and you get a cocktail for £5. I didn't go on the Friday. I did have a weekend ticket with my friend Victoria, but I just went out on the Saturday because I'm not really in the mood for drinking anymore on this medication. I don't process it as well as I do off the medication because obviously my digestion is slowed down, so I don't burn off the alcohol as quickly, which means I get drunker quickly and I'm hungover for longer because again my body doesn't burn off the alcohol as quickly as it used to. Just not worth it. I did enjoy my Saturday. I went out with Victoria. I did have a few cocktails. I met with a few of her friends as well, who I met for the first time. So it was a lot of socialising. And I did have a few drinks. I didn't get like overly drunk and I actually wasn't hungover on the Sunday. I was out and about in Edinburgh City Centre. It's beautiful. I love Edinburgh, especially this time of year because Edinburgh comes alive at this time of year. It's my favourite time from here until the end of the year. Edinburgh is just perfect. It's the best place, one of the best places to live. I think the only thing that could compete with the vibe in Edinburgh at this time of year is New York at Christmas time. My intentions, my aims, my priorities for next week is get in contact with Juniper because I want to stay on 5mg. I don't want to move up to 7.5 yet. I'm happy with the appetite suppression. I'm happy with the results that I'm getting so far. So I'm happy to stay on 5mg for another month and we'll see how that goes at the end. So I'm going to talk about that with my prescriber. I want to up my hydration this week. Because I've been, the other few weeks I think I was giving myself too many goals of get my protein up, go to the gym and get all that done and get my hydration up again. The last couple of weeks I've been focusing on the gym, which has been going really well. My ass is sore, but she's growing. I'm happy with my protein intake. I want to up it a little bit more, but I'm happy with it right now. I'm not kicking myself for that. This week, as a ripple effect of kind of sorting those two out a bit more, is I want to up my hydration. Because I'm not dehydrated, but I think I could drink more water throughout the day. But my main priority is going to be focusing on my hydration. I'm going to see how my insomnia goes on this week. If it doesn't improve, I'm going to go back to the doctors. And next week is my 2-month update. That is crazy. If you've been here since the beginning, thank you for coming along with me. Thank you for commenting, sharing advice, hyping me up a little bit. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing. If you want to continue on this journey with me, continue to do those things, so subscribe. There is a playlist now for the videos that I've got for my Mounjaro journey, my weight loss journey so far. So you can catch up there on my playlist. Yeah, it's going well. I think this is also going well and okay for me as well. I'm enjoying it. Got a lot of good things going on right now. That's my week 7 results. Done. Cool. Fabulous.